eerie stillness settles across Hilltown. It is just a few minutes before noon. Sheriff McMaster steps into the street with a steely look in his eyes. In the distance, Otis Skaggs appears in the doorway of the saloon, and he slowly moves to the middle of the road. He yells out, "Your day has come. McMaster, prepare to meet your maker." Both men face each other and stand ready. As the clock hits noon, the church bell rings in the distance, and the arms of both men spring for their pistols and fire.
All right, we'll be running the High Noon Duel solo mission, and that's going to be Sheriff McMaster against a bandit. Here's Sheriff McMaster. And here's the bandit. They start out 5 spaces from each other. And here's the flavor text. The sun is high in the sky, and there's a stillness in the air. Challenged to a duel in the street by one of the locals, you face off a few paces from one another. Townsfolk watching from windows and doorways, fingers twitching over holstered weapons. The church bell rings. It's time. All right, the goal of this mission is one of the local frontier folk has challenged you to a duel in the streets at high noon. It's one-on-one, you or him. You must outshoot and outfight your opponent to survive. The special rules will include locked buildings. The models may not enter any buildings during the mission. It's a one-on-one duel. The mission is for one hero against one enemy. There is no roll to hold back the darkness and no fleeing. The entire mission counts as a single fight, but there's no loot card drawn, catching your breath, or corruption hits for Darkstone. Once the adventure is complete, the hero is restored to full health and sanity, returned to 1 grit, and may continue on their town stay or begin the next adventure depending upon what caused the duel. It has a variable initiative. At the start of each turn, the hero and the enemy each roll a d6 and add it to their initiative for the turn. Draw. In the very first turn of the mission, models may not move. The hero may still roll for movement to see if they get a grit. This represents the initial drawing and firing of the duel. Dueling opponent. The bandit model represents your opponent for the duel. He uses stats found on the enemy record sheet for bandit, including any elite abilities or brutal stats based on the hero's level, as he has health and damage for all attacks multiplied by the hero's level. If the hero's level is only level 1, double the bandit health and attack damage instead. So that's what we'll be doing, as Sheriff McMaster is level 1. The objective is to defeat the hero, defeat your opponent. To successfully complete the High Noon Duel and the mission, the hero must defeat the opponent. The reward is the hero will gain 25 XP times their level. Failure is they would have to roll for an injury for being KO'd, and then the hero would start the next adventure with no grit. All right, well, let's get that set up and ready to go. Okay, the first thing we start out with is variable initiative. Each hero will roll a d6 and add that to their initiative, and the highest total will go first. The bandit will be the red die, and Will McMaster will be the green die. Okay, we'll roll. Okay, the red die is a 1, so that bandit will have a total of 6. McMaster has a total of 9, so he will be going first. All right. He will roll for movement. Although they can't move on the first turn, this will see if he does get a grit, though. He does not. And now he is going to fire his Peacekeeper pistol. It has a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's just in range, and it has 3 shots. So Will be rolling 3 dice, and his ranged to hit is 4+. So all 4s or greater will be a hit. Okay, he's rolled 2 hits. All right. And now we're going to roll for damage on the bandit. Will scored 2 hits in that first volley, and the bandits have a defense of 3, so we'll be subtracting 3 from each of the d6s to calculate how many wounds they will receive. Okay, Will rolled a 4 and a 4, so he will have done 4 minus 3 is 1, and 4 minus 3 is 1. The bandit will receive 2 wounds. And now it's the bandit's turn to fire on Will. The bandit has a bandit pistol, ranged attack, range of 6. So he's at the outside of his range. He'll roll, shots are 3. Damage in this case is 4 by the scenario rules. It's doubled, double damage and double health. So he'll be rolling 3d6 and he'll be scoring hits on 5 or better. Now he has a special hail of bullets. Bandit ranged 2 hit rolls of 6 cause 3 hits each. So we'll see how many hits he gets on Will. 5 or better. Okay, he has no hits. None of those have hit. So Will got lucky in that. Now the next round, we have to roll for initiative again. Red die will be for the bandit and the green die for Will McMaster. We add this to their initiative values. Okay, he rolled a 3, that's 8, and Will has a 7, so the bandit will be going first. He has the initiative. The bandit will be rolling 3 dice, and he'll be hitting on a 5 or better, with 6s causing 3 hits each. Okay, the bandit hit, that's 3 hits, total of 4 hits. 4 hits, and Will be able to defend. He has a defense of 4+, so he'll be rolling 4d6, and all the 4s or better will eliminate a hit. All right, he has stopped 3 hits. 1 hit gets through, and he'll be taking damage of 4. So he's taken 4 wounds. I believe that's correct. Let me double check that. Bandit's health and attack damage are doubled. Okay, that's correct. So his damage is health and damage attacks are doubled. Okay, so that's true. So he'll take 4 wounds. 4 wounds. Now he already had 2 wounds from before, from the town stay when they were working at the docks, so he's got a total of 6 now. All right, now we started another round. And Will is going to fire 3 dice from his Peacekeeper pistol, and he'll be hitting on 4s or better. All right, he's got 2 hits, 2 critical hits, and those will avoid any damage rolls. So he's going to roll 2d6, and these will account for a full amount of damage to the bandit. He does a total of 9 wounds, 9, 10, 11. The bandit is dead. So he shot him down in the street. Excellent. Okay, Will McMaster's reward is he gains 25 XP times the hero's level. His level is 1, so he will gain 25 XP. And I will be adding that to his card. And now we go back to our regular sequence, and Dakota is able to make a visit to a town location. We'll get that set up. All right, Dakota and Will have to decide on their accommodations. Both of them are going to stay at the hotel. So we're going to deduct $10 from each of them for their stay. And that will leave them with, Will McMaster will have $60 left, and Dakota will have $20 left. All right, Will McMaster has already, because of the gunfight, he's ineligible to make a visit at the town, any of the town locations, but Dakota can. Dakota is going to go to the general store and he's going to try to purchase some additional travel rations. Okay, Dakota's at the general store. He's going to have to make a roll for his town location event. It's a 2d6. He rolled a 4. Cost increase. Supply is low, demand is up. That's not good. All purchase prices are plus $50. Cancel out fire sale. All right, now we're already in Rivertown already has a wealthy town special rule. All prices in town are plus $10. Also, whenever a hero gains gold from gambling, selling an item, or selling Darkstone, he gained an extra $10. So that's really going to price Dakota out from purchasing anything today. I think we're going to have to stay another day to see if we can get some better prices. All right, our next step in the resolution is we have to draw another rumor token. And we'll do that right now, see what we come up with. Okay, here's our rumor token draw. And we get, no useful leads. All right, that is just no information that goes back into the bin for another draw. That will perpetually keep a certain percentage of those in the draw pile no matter what. And the percentage on the no useful leads is 17%. So we've got a 17% chance of drawing one of those at any time. All right, so that is the end of his town location visit. Now we're going to do our rumor token draw. Now we're going to do our end of day roll. So we're going to roll a d6 and compare that with days since last event, which is 2 now. So any roll of a 2 or less will result in a town event. And we rolled a 6, so there's no event. We'll move that up to 3, and the heroes will stay one additional day in town. All right, this is the start of our 3rd day in town, and we begin by drawing a daily event card. Okay, and we've got Rolling Tumbleweed, Town Daily Event. Just another day on the frontier of the Wild West, tumbleweed and wide open sky as far as the eye can see. Every hero may heal up to 2 sanity damage. If in a specialty town, roll once on the daily events chart for that type of town. Well, this is a specialty town. It's a river town. And they have each of those specialty towns have a unique daily events chart. So we're going to roll a 1d6 and see what happens. Okay, here's our roll. We rolled a 6. I've got just what you want. For today only, all Black Market Alley items are sold for their printed dollar value. Ignore the D6 times $25 extra. All right, and that's a special extra option in the Rivertown, Black Market Alley. At the start of the town stay, roll 3 dice. For each roll on a 1, 2, or 3, draw a gear card. On a 4, 5, or 6, draw a world card, and then draw an artifact from that world. These 3 items are available for purchase at the street market by any hero as first come, first serve. If more than one hero wants to buy the same item on the same day, the hero with the higher luck skill has the priority. Roll if tied. And then it tells us that each item may be purchased at a cost of D6 times 25 plus the printed value. Treat the printed value as 0 if none is listed. The D6 times $25 variable portion of the cost should be rolled for each item separately and should be re-rolled on each different day that a hero is at the street market, as the prices on the black market fluctuate. This price includes the plus $10 for being in a Rivertown. All right, we should have done that at the beginning of the town stay. I missed that, so we're going to do that right now. All right, so we're going to roll three dice, and for each roll of a 1, 2, or 3, we'll draw a gear card. On a 4, 5, or 6, we draw a world card, and then draw an artifact from that world. Okay, so we rolled a 5 and a 6 and a 1. So we're going to have one gear card and then 2 artifacts from using the world card. All right, we'll start out with the gear card. We'll draw that from the stack and see what that is. Okay, and I draw a bandana. Gear, clothing, face. Once per turn, you may re-roll an escape test. It's $50. Leave that out. And maybe I'll put those down here rather. I'm running out of room. Okay. And then we have to get 2 separate world card draws to determine which artifact deck we'll be using. Okay. First world is the Swamps of Jargono. And the second artifact is from the Caverns of Cinder. All right. Swamps of Jargono, and that will be the artifact deck. Give that a shuffle. And that is a tribal necklace. Artifact Jargono Charm. It's +1 lore. You are +2 initiative during the first turn of an ambush attack. It's $225 and it has 1 weight. I'll put that here. And then the second one is the Caverns of Cinder. Whoops. Give that a shuffle. And that one is a Fire Blade. Artifact, Cinder, Hand Weapon, Blade. Your combat hits use D8 for damage, and if the target takes 1 or more wounds from a hit, they also gain a burning marker. It's a 2-handed weapon, costs $750, and it has a weight of 1. Well, I don't think we'll be able to afford those, but all right. The heroes have to select their lodging for today, and both Dakota and Will stay at the hotel. And that will deduct $10 from each of them. They're low on funds, but I don't want to have any nasty events hit us. The next step is we get to visit a town location. Now, I think that the boys are going to find work at the docks again. They were limited that they couldn't work there 2 days in a row. This is day 3, so they're able to do that again. So we're going to make a Strength 3+ test for each of them, and they're going to earn $25 for each success. Rolls of 1, the heroes will take D3 wounds. Will McMaster has a Strength of 3, so he'll be rolling 3d6. And he has 3 successes that will earn him $75. Dakota has a Strength of 2. He rolled 2 3s, that's 2 successes, and he earns $50. Fantastic. All right, the posse are going to make their rumor token selection. And this time they get a town NPC event. All right, we'll look that up in the rules and find out what that entails.
Thank you for joining me for my campaign playthrough of Shadows of Brimstone. In the next episode, I will outline the procedure for a town NPC event. This is a user-created rule that I developed which allows the heroes to interact with various randomly created townspeople. So please join me in the next video. Stay safe, take care, and happy trails.